Welcome back. If you've been searching for the one video that finally gives you the full picture on this car, you can stop scrolling because today we're doing a complete, honest, no shortcuts review of the 2026 Toyota BZ. By the end of this video, you'll understand everything that actually matters: the exterior design, the interior, the technology, the performance, what it's really like to drive, how practical it is day to day, where it shines, where it stumbles, what it costs, whether it's worth your money, and exactly how it stacks up against the electric cars everyone keeps comparing it to. So stay with me until the end, because the real story here isn't as simple as it looks on the surface, and I promise you'll walk away knowing things most reviews never mention. Picture this. It's fight night. The lights are up, the crowd is loud, and in one corner stands the reigning champions of the electric vehicle world. Cars that have already earned their reputation, already broken sales records, already convinced millions of buyers they're the safe bet. And in the other corner, stepping in almost quietly, is a challenger wearing a badge that built its legacy on something completely different: patience, reliability, and doing things the slow, careful way. That challenger is the 2026 Toyota BZ. Nobody expected this fight to be close, but it is. And today, we're watching it round by round. Round 1 is about first impressions, and first impressions start with the way a car looks standing still. The BZ steps into the ring with a shape that's clearly been sharpened since its earlier, more hesitant design. The front end is lower, the lighting signature is tighter and more confident, and the overall stance finally looks like it belongs in this class instead of apologizing for being here. It's not flashy in the way some rivals are, and that's deliberate. Toyota isn't trying to shock you with the exterior. It's trying to earn a second look, the kind where you walk past it in a parking lot and realize it looks better in person than in photos. Compared to the sharp, almost spaceship aggression of some competitors, the BZ plays it more mature. Think of it as the boxer who doesn't trash talk before the fight, but still shows up in incredible shape. Then the bell rings for round 2, and this one happens the moment you open the door. Step inside, and the cabin feels like Toyota finally understood the assignment. The materials are noticeably improved. The dashboard layout is calmer and less cluttered than before, and there's a genuine sense of craftsmanship in how everything is put together. Seats are supportive without being stiff, visibility is better than you'd expect from a modern EV, and the overall feeling is one of quiet confidence rather than showroom flash. This matters more than people realize, because a car you sit in every single day needs to feel good after month 12, not just during the test drive. Some rivals win the interior round on drama and screen size. The BZ wins it on livability. Round 3 belongs to technology, and this is where the fight gets interesting. The infotainment system has taken a real step forward with quicker response times, cleaner menus, and driver assistance features that finally feel like they were designed by people who actually drive, not just engineers checking boxes. Safety technology is genuinely strong here too. Adaptive cruise systems, lane centering, and collision prevention all working together smoothly instead of fighting each other, which is a complaint that's haunted plenty of EVs on the market. Where competitors sometimes dazzle you with a giant tablet-like screen and endless software gimmicks, the BZ takes a more restrained approach. It's not the flashiest fighter in the ring, but flashy doesn't win rounds. Consistency does. Now we get to the round everyone's been waiting for: performance. This is usually where challengers get exposed. Instead, the BZ actually holds its ground. Acceleration is smooth and confident rather than violent, which honestly suits the character of this car. It's not trying to win a drag race against a performance-tuned rival. It's trying to make every single drive, from grocery runs to long highway stretches, feel controlled and reassuring. Range has improved meaningfully over the previous generation, closing a gap that used to be one of its biggest weaknesses. Charging speed, too, has taken a real leap forward, cutting down the kind of waiting time that used to make EV road trips feel like a chore. Which brings us to round 5, the driving experience itself, the part that separates cars people respect from cars people actually love. On the road, the BZ feels planted, quiet, and composed. Steering has weight without feeling artificial. The suspension soaks up rough pavement with a maturity that feels distinctly Toyota. And there's a sense of calm confidence in how it handles lane changes and corners. It won't out-corner the sportiest EVs on the market, and it's not trying to. What it offers instead is the kind of drive that doesn't tire you out after 2 hours behind the wheel. That's not a small thing. That's the difference between a car you admire and a car you actually want to own. Every fighter has vulnerabilities, and the BZ is no exception. Its acceleration numbers still trail some rivals that treat straight-line speed as their entire identity. Its infotainment ecosystem, while much improved, still isn't quite as playful or feature-packed as a couple of competitors that lean heavily into software-first thinking. And in a market obsessed with headline-grabbing range numbers, Toyota's more conservative real-world estimates sometimes get overshadowed by rivals who chase bigger numbers on paper, even if those numbers don't always hold up outside a lab. But here's where the fight gets genuinely fascinating: pricing and value. Because when you line up the BZ against the cars people assume automatically beat it, the price gap starts changing the entire conversation. It's positioned competitively, often undercutting some direct rivals while still offering the safety net of Toyota's legendary reliability reputation and long-term ownership peace of mind. That's not something you can put in a spec sheet, but it's something owners feel every single day, especially at resale time. So how does the final scorecard actually read? Against the sales leader everyone points to first, the BZ trades blows evenly on comfort and daily usability, even if it gives up ground on raw performance numbers. Against the sharper, tech-obsessed rival that dominates headlines, the BZ counters with a calmer, more mature ownership experience that ages better over years, not just during the first excited month. And against the emerging challengers trying to undercut everyone on price, the BZ answers with build quality and brand trust that newer names simply haven't earned yet. There's no dramatic knockout here, and that's actually the most honest thing I can tell you. This isn't a fight where one car flattens the other in the first round. It's a fight that goes the distance, decision by decision, buyer by buyer. If you want raw excitement and the biggest spec sheet numbers, another corner of this ring might win your vote. But if you want a car that feels complete, dependable, and genuinely pleasant to live with every single day, the 2026 Toyota BZ doesn't just survive this fight. It earns real respect by the final bell. And that's really the story of this car. Not a knockout victory, but a challenger that finally showed up ready to compete, round after round, exactly where it counts. If this breakdown gave you the clarity you were looking for, do me a favor and hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more honest, no-fluff car reviews like this one, and drop a comment telling me who you think wins this fight in your daily life. Until the next one, I'll see you in the next corner.